These are the oldest videos of the stunt team at Salisbury Farm. This was taken in the early 70s. We had a Super 8, but no video or voice. So you'll have my voiceover to try to explain this. Here we come into Calico Square with the famous prisoner routine. That's me sitting in the boxcar. We can go, my name is Gary. And there's Chuck Foster, the marshal, Roger Nobles as White Earp. And now I'm going to bring the prisoner out. Of course, we tried to take real good care of our people, so we had no suits against us. So, well, I forgot the stairs. Okay, partner, that's Bob Holden. Oh, boy, be kind to Prisoner Week. This was not. Anyway, large crowd. We had to break away room to go into and through the crowd. And the journalist from the hometown paper wanted to take the picture of the famous convict. That's Janice Cranston. Jealous Janice for the purpose of the movie. And we get all ready for the picture, and then, uh-oh, John Wiggert, Bad John, appears on the roof. He is Holden's partner. Pulls us all out, instructs me to take the chains and irons off Bob. Gladly. I gladly do this. Of course, the photographer just wants a picture, and she is a nuisance and always in the way in this video. Actually, she's a lovely lady and a very good friend, even today, 40 years later. Okay, John tells him to move on out. That's White Earp with a gun. He will spin around and blow John off the roof. Oh, he's gone. And now Bob fires at me, and then Bob gets obliviated. And, of course, the reporter wants her picture still. So, I think we can oblige this. We pull the body out. Oh, body's laying in the street. Do our little pose, and presto. Later that day, the famous fight at Calico Square. That's Gary Salisbury calling out John Wiggert with lines like, your family's not fit to eat with the pigs, and our pa burned your ranch down. Lines still used today, 40 years later. Lines we created many years ago. Oh. Watch the face kick. An excellent example of a good face kick. Now, again, we're doing this on concrete. There's no rubber padding or padding of any sort except the pads we're wearing on our body. This was cement and concrete. Could never do that today. You know. You're yellow. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Oh, I may be yellow, but you're dead. A lot later that day. Bob, howdy, ma'am. How are you? Beautiful day, isn't it? Oh, I guess not. I guess it's not beautiful. This is the famous roof show. And this is where we had the stair fall. Again, this would never happen today at Knott's. And Bob Holden, being the only person who could successfully do this fall, time after time after time. That's me running up the stairs. And here's Bob Holden. A little cautious. Does not know where I'm at. Now the resolution is very low, but you will be able to see the stair fall as he does zoom in. I fire from the back of the steps into Bob's back. Right about now. And Bob goes down the stairs, head over heel. Now John, not knowing where I went, comes up the stairs. And I, not knowing where John is, thinks he's on the ground, starts firing. Come on, you yellow liver lizard, you. Stick your head up here. I want to get a good shot at you. You just come out and put your big old... Uh-oh. I'm caught. Put your gun away. Alright. But you're not going to shoot me. Why not? Because you're not going to shoot me in front of all them people down there. Oh, guess you're right. Now this was a cliffhanger here when we almost went off of there. That was quite a drop, not shown by the camera angle, however. He fires a shot down at me. Hat flies up, puts it on. Says, thank you, folks. That's all. I guess he doesn't put the hat on. Anyway, howdy, ma'am. A little more cautious this time. Beautiful day out, isn't it? Yep. Oh, my goodness. Yes, ma'am. Let's go have a drink down at the saloon. A lot later that day. Here comes Gary, hiding behind trash cans. Always was a good shield from a 45 bullet. A wooden trash can. Boy, that would protect you. Again, I don't know who will ever watch these videos. I preserved them, and they mean a lot to us, the folks that are in it here. But someday somebody will say, who were those guys? Who are those guys? And these will still be around. I ran into the law offices. And John, the deputy, comes down to find me. He asked, did he go in there? And the kid says, yes. So he goes in, and a barrage of gunshots erupt, and I come flying out of there. Now, the Marshal Bob Holden comes along, opens the door, and uh-oh. Well, like I said, you can't have bodies on the street, so we'll scrape them in. And you can't leave guns on the street, so John grabbed his gun to take it in, too. And he's off to find me. Now, this is the club fight at the Silver Dollar Saloon. This was the beginning of the club fight that lasted many years at Knott's, but you never see it anymore. And that's Bob Holden calling me out. And John. And then they ask me, how do you want to fight? Guns, knives, and I say, clubs. Well, brother, I'll go get you some clubs. All right, clubs you want, clubs it is. Now they bring us these clubs, and you can see there's a black stripe around it, because like I said, we were brand new at this, and we had to have a target. Many years later, that was taken off. Not many years, many weeks. Again, this is on concrete, not dirt or rubber. Now, I throw him into the side of the saloon. The whole saloon shakes. You can't see that. We come out, and again, here's the first club fight. Club flip. Concrete. And I choke him out. And as I walk away, you'll see what part of my body hits the ground first, and it's my shoulders, because I was a rubber band man then, evidently. Could never do that anymore. Can't even fall. Now this is the beginning of the Count 5, which was done in front of the Silver Dollar Saloon. This show is still happening today, 40-something years later. Bob Holden was the centerpiece of this show, and he did it so well. Then backstage, where we had our rehearsals and auditions, this is me and Roger Noble just practicing. Oh, I won. Great. Oh, guess not. But this is dirt for the practice, and much easier to fall on than the concrete. Then we have, my brother made this for a senior project, and actually got an A in it. A lot of the technology that is here today was not there then, but he did pretty good. That's John Wiegert as Bad John, Roger Noble as Wyatt Earp, Bob Holden as Bad Bob, Janice Cranston as Jollis Jansen, Chuck Foster as Clean 'em Up Chuck, and Gary as the Montana Kid. That's all, folks. The end.